What's up, guys? It's your boy God, back at it once again. Welcome back to the channel. Today is Mailbag Monday, which means I'm going to be answering some of your divine questions that you submitted. If you would like to submit a question, go to patreon.com/goddamnit and subscribe to be able to submit questions, get access to all sorts of bonus content like the Ark of the Covenant, Eternal Life, the Pin of the Month, and so much extra content. For real, if you're not subscribed to that Patreon, you are missing out. But before we get to your questions, a word from our sponsor. Honey, it's more than what I said would be flowing in the promised land. It's a browser extension that will save you money at checkout. Just download the extension and Honey will take care of the rest. All right, guys, let's get into your questions. First one comes from Isaac. He asks, when are we getting a second coming? This has been rumored for a while, and I think I speak for everyone when I say we really want to see it. If I'm being honest, there's still like a lot of work to be done. I don't know, like the first one, it was pretty big success. I want this one to be a little bit bigger, you always want to be like kind of taking steps up and stuff like that. If I'm being honest, like the pandemic, like really like pushed things back, really halted a lot of stuff. So yeah, we're kind of recovering from that just a little bit. I also get asked a lot, like, hey, was like COVID you? Was that like one of your things? Like, was that one of your plagues? And I'm just like, no. If I did a pandemic like in 2022, like, it was me, all right? Like COVID, no, that wasn't me. Mary asks, if you're such a loving God, why is there so much pain and suffering in this world? Okay. I feel like I answer this question every week. Like, people are just constantly asking me this question, and I feel like I've answered it 100 times. But I'll just do it again. Why is there so much pain and suffering in the world if I'm so loving? Maybe because it's fucking funny. Maybe because it's a fucking gas, Like, I just think it's funny. Like, did you ever, like, have toys growing up, Mary? Like, maybe you had Barbies or something like that. Did you ever, like, do stuff like pretend like you're drowning them in water, or like you set them on fire, or like you freeze them or something like that? Like, it's the same idea. Like, it's just kind of fun and funny to like imagine that, but like I don't do it with everyone, okay? I don't do it with like my favorites, right? If you know someone who doesn't have a lot of like pain and suffering in their life, it's because they're my favorite. It's because they are one of my favorites. So if you don't want pain and suffering, I don't know, maybe like shape up. Next question comes from Elijah. He asks, if you had to pick your favorite animal, what would you choose? Tiger. Easy. Like, tigers are fucking sick. I did a really good job on those. James asks, is it okay to have sex before you're married? Listen, whoever came up with this, like, don't have sex before you're married thing, like, that dude was, like, fucking tripping, right? Like, he wasn't having sex, so he thought, like, if I can't have it, nobody else can. Here's my rule on sex. Fucking do it. Like, it's baffling to me that people would wait until they're married, because, like, sex is so good. Like, I made it. It feels really good, right? Like, I did a good job on how it, like, feels. Like, if it's done right, So it's like, why would I tell you to wait to do that until you're married? That's like ridiculous. It's like as if I baked you a cake and you're like, I'm gonna wait until this cake is like really stale. I would be like, can you eat the cake when it's fresh, actually? And ultimately, like, the way that I see it, it's just like, it's like a roller coaster, right? It's like when you're young, ride as many roller coasters as you can, because when you get older, you're gonna go on roller coasters and be like, this kind of tweaks my neck a little bit. Like, it kind of hurts my neck a little bit. And like, you're not gonna want to ride roller coasters as much. Same thing with sex. When you get to a certain point in your life, you're gonna be like, I'm kind of okay with just like the vanilla stuff. So when you're young, just like go out there and just like suck and fuck and just like fucking just go to clubs, get tossed around, just like get covered and stuff. Like, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Because you'll hit a certain point, you're like, I don't really need this anymore. And at that point, it'll be too late. So, yeah, I don't know. And obviously, there's exceptions to the rule. Some people hit their like libidos a little bit later on in life. That's chill. That's chill. But just don't wait till marriage. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Final question comes from Judas. Again. He asks, do you ever fear you've become irrelevant? You've had a dip in subscribers and your channel is not nearly what it used to be. I'm the sun and the moon. I was here before time itself. How dare you ask me a question like that?
How dare you? I knit you together in your mother's womb, bitch. I will take your firstborn without even thinking about it. I will turn you into a pillar of salt, motherfucker. I am God, and I deserve respect. I'm not going anywhere. I am just as relevant as I have ever been. And for you to ask a question like that, who are you, huh? Who are you, huh? Who are you? No one. You're no one. I'm God.
But if everyone can go ahead and click that bell, it really does help the algorithm. Really trying to get the subscriber count back up. YouTube's changed a bit over the years, so yeah, please click that bell. Alright guys, that's going to do it for Mailbag Mondays. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to be streaming Goat Simulator 3, so that should be a fun time. Just go ahead and swing by. Would love to see you. But that's going to do us for today. Until next time, peace.